President Trump's executive actions regarding the Department of Education marks the latest effort by conservatives to change, reform, or outright close the federal agency. Since its founding in 1979, it has faced calls for reform from the political right. In fact, President Jimmy Carter may have created the department in 1979, but less than 3 years later, President Ronald Reagan used his State of the Union address to call for the department to be dismantled.
The budget plan I submit to you on February 8th will realize major savings by dismantling the Departments of Energy and Education.
And while the Education Department was not eliminated in the 1980s, in the 1990s, calls for it to be shut down continued. Former House Speaker Newt Gingrich in 1995 said, quote, "The country did not need a federal Department of Homework checkers." But still, the Department of Education continued through the Bush years and even through the first term of President Donald Trump. But as President Trump returned to the White House, he made clear that 2025 was the year for change, something that has already happened. Around 2,000 Department of Education employees have either left or been terminated since January. The question now is, how well will programs like financial aid and student loan processing be handled, programs that Congress has mandated the federal government take on? It's important to remember what Secretary of Education Linda McMahon said just a few weeks ago on Capitol Hill.
Do you agree, and let me just once again get your feelings on this, that if there is a movement to abolish the Department of Education, it has to go through the United States Congress?
Yes, it is set up by the United States Congress, and we work with Congress. It clearly cannot be shut down without it.
Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.